Jarvis, kind of thumbnail us on how these first few days have gone for you.
It's been hot. It's been hot. I miss this weather, but it's been very productive. We've got a lot of great work in on all three phases. So.
Dennis said one of the things he's noticed is that they're getting exactly what they expect out of you. A guy who can get open, catch the ball, and a guy who can do something with it once he gets it in his hand. Do you feel like those are the strong elements you add to this?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just getting my feet back under me, trying to get understanding of the playbook so I can play a little bit faster. But those things will come with just reps. We got a couple weeks here before we close out, and then that continues on into training camp and the season. So I'll be ready.
Overall, do you just like the fresh start that you're getting, and do you hope to be healthy and get through through a season here?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking forward to it. It's been a breath of fresh air. To be back home, to be around the culture that's already been set here in New Orleans, the leadership that's here already, and obviously, we all need to stay healthy. Stay healthy so we can, have a chance to do what we set out to do.
What are your early impressions of working with Cody Burns?
He's very detailed. He's very detailed. He knows a lot. He understands the game. He's giving us coaching points, things to recognize that even in year 9 that I haven't really, I won't say paid attention to, but he's broken down in ways that has allowed me to see the field a little bit better. It's only been an early 3 days so far, but he's been helping me even when I've been in Florida, spending my time in Florida. He's still been kind of helping me virtually as well. So he's all is well so far.
So yeah, what does that say about a guy who you've been in the league for almost a decade now, and he's still teaching you to see things differently?
Yeah, I mean, it's a part of it. Probably part of the reason why he got a job. He's very smart, very detailed. So I'm happy to be in his presence and have the opportunity to learn from him as well.
Jarvis, is that a fair assessment? It seems like throughout your career, especially the number of receptions and the yards after the catch, would you view yourself as maybe one of the top receivers, not the top receiver, as far as yards after the catch?
Yeah, I don't wrap my mind around that stuff no more. If I fall in that trap, it's never ending. But for me, I think I'm gonna be who I am. I'm gonna run great routes. I'm gonna catch the football and make things happen with it. Block for my teammates. And that's just who I am. And when I hang it up at some point, and we can go back and check records and check stats and things like that.
What have your conversations been with Jameis so far? You've been able to get on the field together, and how you two can mesh, and him looking for you and what you like and what he likes.
Yeah, he's a leader, man. He's a guy, again, like I told you guys earlier before when I first got here. He's one of the reasons why I came here. Just the conversations that we had, the intent that he's putting behind the things that he's saying, and obviously out here on the field, what you see is what you get. I mean, look, I don't see nobody else out here, and this guy's the last one, and that's who he is, and that's something that you want at that position and a part of your team. So,
how important is it? These are voluntary. Did you feel like you had to be at least a part of it with the new coach and the new system and the new program at some point?
Yeah, absolutely. DA is amazing. Obviously, this is a weird offseason for me. Obviously, first-time head coach. Well, second-time head coach, but first time here. But I had a lot of moving parts going on, and he was very understanding about me not being here early on, and getting here now. It's I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be on the grass, be running routes. Have an opportunity to learn and be a part of the culture and the team, and find my place here.
Jarvis, I noticed you kind of bring a little fire to practice, and maybe talk a little bit. Is that just kind of the way that you like to play, to kind of bring an edge and just be like that every day in practice?
Yeah, I'm always gonna be me. I'm very competitive. I'm not really a trash talker, but if it gets fiery, if it gets there, and that's what it is. But I'm not. I'm just here competing.
Jarvis, how is your conversations going with Michael Thomas? Do y'all once a week,
yeah.
Or how does that?
No, that's my brother. That's my brother. I'm excited to see him. We've always been talking. We've had a long-standing relationship since he was in high school. We were in college. So he's a guy that as time went on, and obviously the things that he did here in New Orleans, you look up to a guy like that. So he has a lot of potential, even more potential going forward, and I can't wait to see him out here and line it up with him. should be fun.
How do you, I don't know how many people you've played with that are kind of his style, like how do you think you two will feed off each other and help each other, you know, kind of?
Yeah, I think we're gonna be us. I think we're
together.
gonna be us, and you know it's gonna be up to Pete and RC to figure out a way to to get us the ball. And but I think we all we still post something a little bit different, and I think the biggest thing is we all can make plays, and that's what's the most important thing as an offense.
Jarvis, your thoughts on Chris Olave so far?
He's been outstanding. He's in great shape. He's running great routes. He's on top of the playbook. He's going to be a contributor, a big-time contributor for sure, as it looks right now.
What did you see when that one-handed catch you made out there? It looked like a 7-on-7. What did you kind of see on that play?
No, just running my route. I got pulled a little bit, so it kind of took my other arm away. So I had to just catch it any way I could and stuck one out there and grabbed it.
How'd you get to know Mike when he was in high school?
So when we were in college, he was always, obviously he was going to camps and stuff like that, but I think, Facebook maybe at the time or Twitter maybe was coming up. I don't know. Instagram was around yet, but damn, I just aged myself a little bit. And he was always kind of interested, like curious. He was curious about, learning the things from myself, learning things from Odell. And that kind of carried on when he got to Ohio State. That carried on as we got early on in the league. I'm in Miami. Odell was in New York at the time. And then when he got here, it's really been, for him, it's only been up, So I'm excited to see him healthy and get back on the field because, this team could definitely use him.
When you said you don't pay attention to records anymore, were you paying attention when you were younger and all of a sudden he was breaking, like your name was in a lot of Michael Thomas stories?
It was, but and no better person than one of my brothers, so it's still a blessing, it's still an honor.
Jarvis, LSU, Brian Kelly, what's your thoughts? You kept track of what's going on up there?
Yeah, I've been watching closely, and now that I'm back home, I have an opportunity to go up there and really meet coach and be around the new staff and see what's got going on. I don't expect nothing less down there. It's high competition. Playmakers going to recruit well. Frank Wilson is back now, so he was a guy that really got all of us together. So I'm excited to see what comes of it. Thank you guys.
Thanks, Jarvis. Appreciate it.